Let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the line, he is from That Arena Rock Show. Friends, it is Nikki Starr. Hey, buddy, what are you doing?
Adam, what's going on, my man?
I am hanging in there, just getting ready for the show. Of course, you guys are coming back. This is your second time at Horizon Event Center, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, second time. First time we were there, we had a really cool show, and Gary decided to bring it back here in November. We're real excited to come back. So, really cool story about this, actually.
Okay.
We had a kid in the front row at the last show, and his sister was holding up a sign and said, "Hey, my brother can play guitar. Can he get up and play a song with you?" And usually that's not really the kind of band we are, but
yeah,
I was like, I'm going to call their bluff. I'm going to see what happens, So we got this kid to come up, and he came up and played Rock and Roll All Night with us by Kiss.
Oh, wow.
And absolutely killed it. I mean, this kid was like, I think 14, 15 years old, something like that. Anyways, fast forward to now, he started a band. He created his own band and reached out and asked if it was possible if they could open for us. And I was like, man, how crazy is this? So I got a hold of Gary, and that's what's going on. So Catatonic is going to be opening for us, and that is the kid that got up on stage with us at the last show and rocked out with us. So it's so cool to see, this inspire him to start his own band and, be able to come and play with us now with his band.
That's really cool. Nikki Starr from That Arena Rock Show joining me. All right, so let's take people back. If you haven't ever seen That Arena Rock Show, what are you missing? What is this show all about?
This show is a 2-hour theatrical rock concert celebration of 70s and 80s rock music. It's high energy. It was designed to basically bring all of our favorite moments from different rock shows into one show.
Okay.
So, we've got different stunts that happen. We've got our singer gets his head cut off like Alice Cooper. Our guitar player pops out of a TNT box. I've got a smoking guitar effect like Ace Frehley. I break a guitar at the end of the show like Paul Stanley does. All this different stuff from different shows that we could just kind of pile into one while having the ultimate soundtrack of that era,
Yeah.
all the hits.
When you guys were originally making up That Arena Rock Show, how hard was it to kind of pick those moments, those songs that it's like, man, if there's ever going to be something that says this is a celebration of the 70s or 80s, this needs to be in there?
So basically we turn to the radio. Like what songs are being played on the radio? What songs, when you go to an NFL game, are they playing, to get the team hyped up? You're going to hear Welcome to the Jungle. You're going to hear Thunderstruck. You're going to hear those songs that just amp people up. And we wanted to do those while also finding the moments from like the original band shows. So, AC/DC got, Angus Young dressed up like a schoolboy, doing a duck walk across the stage. So we're like, we got to have that in our show. Crazy Train, we've got a little skit where our singer bites the head off of a bat, So it's we just wanted to bring all those really cool moments. We even got pop culture like Wayne's World and Beavis and Butthead and all that kind of stuff, all into just a big 2-hour rock and roll party.
How long have you guys been around?
We're going on 7 years next year.
Okay, so go back 7 years. At what moment did it really click where it's like, okay, this is working, this is really cool? Do you remember that moment?
Yeah, for sure. When we first started, we were just basically opening up for other bands. And I kind of knew, like, if we were going to really get some steam under us, we had to play our own headlining show at, like, a big venue. And we're from Cincinnati, Ohio. So there's a venue here called Bogart's. And we set up to do our own show there. And we ended up, the venue ended up hitting capacity at 1,400 people.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah. And it was like, okay, there's something to this. Like, I think this could go, we could probably play out in different cities and do this, replicate this there.
Yeah.
And we've been able to. We've been all the way to Key West. We've been to Colorado. We've been to New York. We've been pretty much everywhere. Next year, I think we're going to Montana and Oregon. And yeah, it's wild. It's really cool to see it continue to grow year after year. Especially the last 2 years have been really a lot of growth.
Nikki Starr from That Arena Rock Show on the line with me, talking about the upcoming show at Horizon Event Center. That is November 15th. Details are at the website. I'm looking at your guys' website right now, and between, what you put out on social, your TikTok, YouTube and stuff, I mean, it just looks like a good time. It looks like you guys like legitimately like doing this. It's not just, hey, this is a paycheck thing. We're into this.
Absolutely. So that was another thing when we started this thing. It was never about money. Like, I'll be straight up with you. The first show we ever played, we made $250, and that's not a person. That's total.
Been
so,
there.
yeah, exactly. So you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, we just designed this because we love it, and I think there's something to that. When you love something so much and you try to build something to make yourself happy, you're going to build something that makes a lot of other people happy as well.
How many variations of the show are there? Does that change from year to year, or is it?
Good question. Yeah.
I mean, because if people come from the last show, they're not going to see the same show as the first time in Des Moines, right?
They are not going to see the same
Okay.
show. So this year we have a big show around here in Cincinnati, and it's a place called the Phrase Pavilion that we play every year, and that's kind of like our reset show where we kind of reset the set list and kind of reevaluate what we're going to have in the show and what skits and the order of the set list and all that kind of stuff. Yes, there will obviously still be some things that was from the last show, but there's a lot of new stuff in the show that wasn't in it from the previous one. Which is real exciting, and I'm not just saying this because it's the new one. I was watching video back the other day of it. I'm like, man, this really is like the best production that we've done of this thing, to date.
What's your favorite part of the show? Like, what's the part of the night that you go, I've been waiting for this?
Right before it starts, like that's the most exciting moment. We have like a drop curtain that gets set up, and then like right before that thing falls is always my favorite part, and then the game is on. But in general, my favorite thing about doing this or traveling or whatever is to be able to provide a service, I guess, for people to make people forget about their troubles or forget about division in the country or whatever. It's 2 hours of just people smiling, dancing, having fun, and it's like there's not many other jobs you can do that can allow for that. So we're really blessed, and it's definitely something that we love to do, and it's cool that other people are able to enjoy it.
Nikki Starr from That Arena Rock show coming to town November 15th. Catatonic going to be opening up for them. Great story at the beginning of this interview about that. We'll have all the details at the website. Nikki, thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it and can't wait to see you when you come into town. Okay, man?
No, yeah. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I appreciate it.